very good morning and welcome to Nigeria Now on your digital first Pan-African News Network, TOS Television, the program which brings you news analysis for the various national dailies here in Nigeria. My name is Sagir Ibrahim, and with me in the studio is the sub-editor here at US TV Network, Mr. Adibayo Fajimi, who will be providing analysis on some of these headlines. Good morning, Mr. Adibayo.
Good morning, Mr. Sagir.
Yes, welcome to the show once again and Happy New Week.
Thank you.
All right, let's get straight into it. We'll start with the Daily Trust newspaper, and we can see from the very top there, VAT row, more northern states team up with FIRS. That headline is also replicated on the front page of the Blueprint newspaper. As a matter of fact, its banner headline where we see VAT League of War, Adamawa, Kaduna, Plateau join FIRS in battle with Lagos, Rivers. It's scandalous for Lagos, other APC states to sue FG, and that's by the PGF. As well as says PDP presenting false narrative against Buhari. So far we are seeing that the government has been on the defensive, and this time it has managed to bring the PDP into all of this mess. What do you have to say about that? I just want to get your reaction.
Well, it is quite interesting. Well, I think what the PDP is doing as a party, according to the APC, they cannot say PDP is presenting false narrative. Every state has a right, as enshrined in the Constitution, to do what they think is going to be beneficial to them and especially to the entire citizen. So if they say PDP is presenting a false narrative, then they should give the true narrative, the true position of things, which Nigerian will believe and that can be that is convinced, that can convince other. I mean, these people who are saying, okay, this is what we want. We do not want our VAT to go back to the center. We want to be using it to develop our state. So, well, just like the matter is going, is already in court, and the Supreme Court, the Apex Court is going to give, judgment, and whatever the court says, is going to be the final and what everybody is going to abide with. So I just think everybody should just wait patiently and see how the whole event unfolds.
All right. Still on the Blueprint newspaper, we see this headline: "We fought Boko Haram in Niger, not bandits. Wounded soldier tells government." A wounded soldier, Major D. Omole, has explained how Boko Haram elements laid ambush for his unit on rescue mission in Shiroro local government of Niger State, following distress calls from communities. So, Mr. Adebayo, seems like the Boko Haram is now spreading their wings, down towards the center. Before we had the issue just in the northeast, and now we've seen how over the months and even the years it had gradually trickled down. Now it's in the north central. Niger State is just a few hours, from the federal capital here in Abuja. So what do you have to say about how, the movement has been consistently going on, and despite government efforts, a lot of Nigerians still complain that they don't see any change in the security issue?
Yeah, that means the government is not doing enough, even though they say they are doing their best, but their best is not good enough. And that means they still have a lot of work to do, because so many times we have seen, hirings of the present administration telling Nigerians that the war against terrorism is one, but unfortunately, even the president also said it in US just a few days ago that, they are still, battling with terrorism. Yeah. So this tells them that the war is not yet over, and that there is need for them to do more, because if it can happen, the problem we have in Nigeria is that we politicize everything. So we don't try to hit the nail on the head. So because of political reasons, so we tell lies, and we try to cover the truth to ensure that, we for political gains or for political reasons, so to say. So I think a government needs to do more, and our intelligence needs to be very strong, and so as to ensure that, this menace is contained, and ensure that everybody, is living peacefully in their domain.
All right, so we move to the Daily Times newspaper now. On the banner headline there we see opposition unfairly portraying APC, Buhari in bad lights, and that's according to the PGF. Says opposition parties taking advantage of passive official communication by APC FG. So here we go again, having this narrative that some way, somehow, the opposition party has been portraying, the Nigerian government in a distasteful light, to Nigerians. I want to get your reaction on this because it seems like it has been a blame game. I mean, for the over 6 years of the current administration, that's how it has been. And here we go again. We see it cropping up just ahead of the 2023 general elections.
Just like one of my mentors who says that if you are doing a good job, there is no need for you to be scared. So, and if we should be mindful of the fact that the aim of every political party is to win election and to be, in power. So the PDP, which is the main opposition party, we want to do everything possible to ensure that, the APC are, are out of power and that they are being wrecked. So, but being the party, the ruling party, they must be mindful of that, and they should always ensure that whatever good they think they are doing should be publicized so that every Nigerian can be convinced enough that say, okay, they'll be able to compare. So, okay, this is what we are doing and this is what the PDP is saying. So the fact that they are blaming the PDP for what is happening, all of that, it's not a good thing, and it's not even something to even, to discuss about. So if they have done enough or whatever good thing they think they are doing, they should tell all Nigerians, and in such a way that an average Nigerian we understand and say that, oh, truly, these people are truly, doing what they say they are doing. So I think this is not a big deal, and it's not something, really to really, debate on.
All right, so let's move to the Daily Trust newspaper. Now, in other news, we see on the banner headline of the Daily Trust newspaper, despite diplomatic interventions, Ghanaians resume hostility against Nigerian traders. 3,000 businessmen threatened, over 3 billion naira lost. Government must act on legal, political, and economic technicalities. We're not aware of recent onslaught, and that's by the Diaspora Commission. So here we go again, having Nigerian businesses being attacked, outside Nigeria and Ghana. I mean, in 2019, 2020, we had, such. In fact, it spread across South Africa, Benin Republic, Ghana, and a couple of other countries, including, countries in Europe. And now we are seeing Ghana still doing the same thing. What do you have to say about that?
It is very bad, and it is strange to me that a country like Ghana can be doing this to citizens of neighboring country, considering the bilateral relation and all of that. So I just it's not something to be happy about. And I think government needs to rise and ensure, because what happened, in 2020 and also in 2019, South Africa and all of that, it is so pathetic that Nigerian citizens over there can be so destabilized in their business, and all sort of attack being unleashed on them. So whatever government needs to do, they must not wait, because before government even rise to the occasion, then it was somehow so late, because you don't need to be so complacent. When your citizens over there, are facing something like that, and you are not even showing any reaction until it gets to a certain level. So government needs to be proactive. They need to be proactive, such that this does not rise beyond expectation in such a way that our people over there who are doing their businesses and they are doing well, will not just be destabilized anyhow. So whatever they think they need to do, they should do it, and everybody that needs to be involved should get involved immediately and ensure that this does not escalate.
All right, so on the Daily Independent newspaper, there we see 2023 presidential ticket threatening APC unity. That's by the DG of PGF. VAT Adamawa Kaduna play to back FIRS to join in appeal against Rivers Lagos. For the banner headline, we see Nigeria can raise $1 trillion from securitized assets. Analyst says it shouldn't have borrowed. Forex ban on 41 items, misplaced priority. Also, we see doctors suspend 2-month-old strike to begin work on Tuesday, and that headline is also replicated on the Daily Times newspaper, where we see NME urged resident doctors to suspend its strike. We also see on the Daily Independent newspaper, 2023, Yaya Bello dumps presidential bid lobbies APC leaders for VP slots. He says, I am yet to make my ambition known, says Governor Bello. And that's the much we can take on Nigeria Now at this moment. Do remember that Nigeria Now comes to you weekdays, Monday to Friday, here on your digital first Pan-African News Network, TUS Television. And you could be part of the conversation by connecting with us on our various social media handles on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at TUS TV Network. You could also watch Nigeria Now via our website at www.tustvnetwork.com and also via YouTube at TUS TV Network. Don't forget to like and subscribe. As always, I remain Sagir Ibrahim, and I'll see you tomorrow.